Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This one's gonna be episode 0 of my Korean language learning journey. So in this video, it's just gonna be an introduction. I just wanna give my whys, how I'm gonna be approaching it, and my goals or my objectives for the end of the year. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to keep a journal of myself learning just to see like how much I've improved, and of course I want to keep myself accountable to see if I actually make more episodes in this video. So if I don't, that means I am not continuing my studies in the Korean language. But let's start with the whys. Reason number one is because I want to quote unquote finish what I started. The reason why I'm saying this is because I've learned how to read and write Korean probably in college, maybe 2018, 2019. Ever since then, I've never really like continued it further. I've just learned how to read and write, but I've never really attempted to actually write because one, I don't know how to spell things, and Korean letters are pretty confusing because there are double consonants and these things change depending on like what's the next letter. If it's a double consonant, one letter is silent, and I could get a lot of spelling mistakes. But it's been 6-7 years since I've learned how to quote unquote read and write, and I haven't really made much progress since then. Not to say I haven't made any progress. I have gotten a lot faster in reading, I have gotten a lot faster in writing as well, but my spelling is still pretty atrocious because I don't have that much vocabulary and I don't know how to write words yet. Reason number two is I think this is how a lot of people start their Korean language learning journey, and it's because I've been listening to K-pop since 2013. I've been watching K-dramas since 2014. So I've been doing this for like 12 years, or rather I've been listening to K-pop for 12 years and I've been watching K-dramas for like 11 years. So it's been a really long time since I've been like exposed to so much Korean content. And of course, I want to listen to these songs without having to look at English subtitles, or at least, you know, when people say, why are you listening to K-pop? You can't even understand the lyrics. At least now I can understand the lyrics. As for the K-dramas, of course, I want to watch K-dramas, K-movies, and like variety shows without the English subtitles because there's a lot of things in YouTube that don't have English subtitles. So I want to get into watching those things. So that's my reason number 2 on why I want to learn Korean. And reason number 3 is because I just started a new business, a dropshipping business with Usana. And in this business, we get like travel incentives if we do really well. So when I see my teammates and my mentors going to different countries like Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Korea, of course, I'm confident that one day I will also be a good enough seller to win a travel incentive, hopefully in Korea. And when that happens, I want to actually like know how to speak Korean. That way I'm immersed in the whole trip and not just as a tourist, but like I'm really taking in everything by speaking the language, by reading, all that stuff. So those are my whys. How will I be approaching this project or this like these lessons? Number 1 will be through ChatGPT. So you guys may judge me for using AI to learn a language, but I have seen a lot of people talk about using ChatGPT to learn a language. So that's how I'll be approaching it as well. The way that I will be doing it is I'll actually be focusing more on reading. So it's hard for me to like find books in the Korean language, maybe for free. So that's why I'm using ChatGPT to give me prompts like give me a conversation between two people so that I can practice reading. That way I can improve reading faster, because I believe everything starts with learning how to read and write. When you read something, you're exposing yourself a lot more to that language. So I'm gonna be focusing more on reading, because if I learn how to read fast, I can read books, and then if I'm reading books and there's a word I don't know, I can either use context clues by how the sentence is flowing, and I can also read subtitles or watch K-dramas with Korean subtitles. So nothing English at all. I heard it's the best way to learn, watching a K-drama and reading the Korean subtitles. So that's how I'll be doing it. I'm not fast enough to watch a show with Korean subtitles. So I want to improve my reading speed so I can start doing that. And then if I read something or I see a word I don't know how to, like, I don't know what it means, I can not Google Translate. I'll be using Papago, Naver, to help me translate these words. So that's how I'm going to be doing it. I'm also going to be using Papago as a way to like make sure what ChatGPT is telling me is true. I mean, both of them are online sources, so it's not like a native Korean telling me that, hey, this is correct, this this is wrong and stuff like that. But I don't really have people who know Korean that well to like teach me, so I just have to rely on my online sources for now. So that's how I'll be doing this. I'll be focusing more on reading, because once I've learned how to read as well, it'll show me how to spell certain words. And the thing with reading is, or the thing that concerns me the most when it comes to reading is, as I've mentioned earlier, there are double consonants. Just like every other language, there's what we call assimilation, where something can be spelled one way but then pronounced another way. So I will also have to be learning the rules of assimilation in Korean. When does nyun sound different? When does a myum sound different? When does a shiot sound different? And stuff like that. So I'm going to be using a website called 90 Day Korean. So this place has beginner lessons, intermediate lessons, and advanced lessons. They also have a paid course, but I will not be using that because I'm free to play in this one. Okay, I'm gonna be learning for free for now, and when maybe if I'm trying to like take it a lot further or a lot more seriously, that's when I like start paying for things. But for now, I want to just start using free resources to learn and see how far that will get me by the end of the year. So that's how I'll be approaching this. I'll be using ChatGPT to give me conversations that I can read. I'll be using ChatGPT to give me vocabulary words as well. And I will be using ChatGPT to quiz me as well. And when I'm doing these quizzes, I will be responding or writing in Korean. That way, it teaches me how to recall knowledge like a review, and it will also teach me how to write things. So let's talk goals and objectives. What do I plan on achieving in this project? So what I want to achieve by the end of the year is, number one, I think this is the most attainable, which is I want to be able to read Korean subtitles when I'm watching shows, when I'm watching K-dramas. Also, I want to be able to sing along or read along the lyrics when I'm listening to songs. So those things are pretty fast, but I want to be able to like read along with the lyrics or whatever. I don't know. That's just a challenge to see how fast I can really read or how much I've improved in reading. Second objective I want to reach is, I would say through the years I've gotten some pretty basic phrases and a few vocabulary as I've been like just consuming so much Korean content. I want to obviously expand my vocabulary. I know that 6 months isn't much time to really like learn, or maybe it is. We will find out how much I've learned in 6 months. But I want to improve my vocabulary, that's for sure. I want to have enough vocabulary to the point where I can spell things properly. I do want to learn how to speak the language. I also want to know how to like write it better without making as much spelling mistakes as I am doing right now. My third objective in this one is, I would think the most sketchy to achieve, but I do want to learn grammar in Korean. So I've dipped my feet a little bit in like grammar and sentence structure, and I'm gonna be honest, I have learned like nothing. It's confusing me. But I'm sure if I really like put my heart and soul into it, I could learn sentence structure, I could learn grammar. That way I can actually speak it. It's showing how little I know about the Korean language. But that's okay. This is episode 0. I want to show you guys how little I know of the language despite me learning it for 6-7 years now, and I really want to get better and improve. So what I'm going to be doing now is I've given ChatGPT a prompt, which is give me a short story written in Korean just so I can practice reading. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show you guys where I'm at in terms of like reading speed. As I've mentioned earlier, a few things that still confuse me when it comes to reading Korean is the bapchin, which is the lower or the bottom consonant when it comes to Korean. So I don't really know what the rules are for those yet. I have a few, but I've pretty much forgotten because I'm recording the video and I'm like blanking out. But I'm just gonna read this story and you guys will see where I'm at in terms of like reading, okay? They do have a translation here. I'm not gonna show you guys where I'm at in terms of like understanding the Korean language. Maybe I could do that just to like see how much I've improved. I don't know. We'll see where this goes. But I'm gonna read. Jimin 씨는 아침 일곱 시에 일로 Na nasoyo. Ilo nasopo. Ilo nasoyo. Okay. Second line. Sesuhangu. Oh my goodness. Osul kalaibun hue. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. That took forever, guys. I'm sorry. But that's where I am in terms of reading, guys. That's it for episode 0. Look forward to episode 1, where I actually take lesson number 1. And we'll see what lesson number 1 will be. But for now, peace out.